Good morning, everybody. Welcome to staff, dignitaries, parents, families, and especially to the graduates. My name is Sean Kelly. Mr. Michael Hoy and I will be your MCs for this morning. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the graduating class in the 2019 commencement exercises here at North Grenville District High School. At this point, we'd like to ask you to please stand and remove your hats for the playing of O Canada. I'd like to call upon the principal of North Grenville District High School, Mr. Derek Cole, for some opening remarks.
Good morning. Before I begin, just a couple of housekeeping items. The entire ceremony is being live cast to our cafetorium, and I welcome our guests there as well, which we'll invite in at our brief intermission. But it is also being live cast to the web, so if people are not in attendance, they can also view that way by connecting through our Facebook page. Also, Mr. Brad Vaughn is going to be taking photos here of the whole commencement exercise, so you don't need to rush the stage and take a photo. We'll make them available to everybody on our Facebook page as well. Good morning, students, teachers, parents, grandparents, relatives, and family friends, and welcome to the North Grenville District High School Grade 12 graduation ceremony. I am Derek Cole, and I am the principal of North Grenville, and I'm incredibly proud to be your principal. I want to tell you a bit about these particular students. This cohort took being an NG Knight very seriously. Some examples of their pride are as follows. This group of leaders organized their own graduation sweatshirts, and one day our halls were filled with students wearing custom Class of 2019 sweatshirts, a truly students by students moment. The 2019 Knights honored themselves and their school in sports and the arts, in math competitions and in Reach for the Top, in our school musical and in the skills competitions for the skilled trades, and in a list too long for me to read here today. This group of grads showed their fine character in kindness, respect, and inclusivity. Just last month, they crowned a very special Knight as their prom king. One final story. On our last regular school day, after the last bell of secondary education rang, many of these Knights were milling about in the front foyer with tears in their eyes. They were stretching out their last moments at NG. It was a reminder to our staff that the school belongs to our students, this group of amazing young people before you now. My three messages to this proud group of NG Knights are, first, your pride in this place and in what you accomplished here at NG is not misplaced. Continue to be proud that you are a 2019 Knight. Second, the staff, parents, and community at large are also filled with pride, a pride in all that you have accomplished and in the promise of what is to come for this class of 2019. My third and final message, the most important motto of this place: once a night, always a night. Ladies and gentlemen, North Grenville's graduating class of 2019.
I would now like to call upon Lisa Swan to bring greetings from the Upper Canada District School Board.
Good morning, everyone. As trustee for Ward 6, it's my pleasure to participate in today's event by representing the Upper Canada District School Board and my fellow trustees. I want to congratulate our graduates. You've invested a lot of time and energy to earn your certificates and diplomas, and you should be very proud of that achievement. I wish each of you continued success in the next period of your life. I also want to thank the principals, teachers, and staff who have worked to ensure the students of this school are successful, not just academically, but personally as well. There's a quote I found by Howard Thurman that I thought was appropriate as you go on to the next stages of your life. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive. And go do it, because what the world needs is people to come alive. Congratulations to grads of 2019, and thank you for the opportunity to bring greetings on behalf of the board.
We'll now ask for some greetings from Superintendent David Coombs.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, graduates. You look very serious this morning. That's okay. It's both a privilege and a pleasure to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the administration of the Upper Canada School Board. It's especially meaningful for me because I began my career with Upper Canada 20 years ago at North Grenville District High School at the old building. And it was a lot warmer than this when we had graduation commencement ceremonies. Also, my two children graduated from North Grenville a few years ago now, and they've had tremendous success because of it. A couple of really quick pieces of advice, graduates. Number one, probably the best thing that you could do today is thank somebody for helping you get to this part of your life. It's really important to show gratitude wherever possible. It just makes you more mentally strong and certainly is more impactful on the people around you. The second piece of advice is always try to silence your phone before you come to events such as this, which is easier said than done. Anyways, congratulations. I hope you have a great day and all the best for your future. Take care. Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, our MPP, Steve Clark, could not be here today, so bringing greetings from their provincial parliament is his representative, Michael Jiggins.
Thank you very much, and good morning, staff, parents, special guests, and of course, this year's graduating class. MPP Clark regrets that a cabinet meeting today in Toronto prevented him from being here, but the good news is I did bring his 20-minute speech, so just settle in and we'll take care of that. But seriously, he did regret that he's unable to be here. It's one of his favorite opportunities of the year is to come out to commencement graduation ceremonies and to celebrate the achievements of the young people in front of us. So on behalf of MPP Clark and the province of Ontario, it's an honor to congratulate you on your accomplishment in reaching this milestone in your life. During today's ceremony, I'm sure each of you will have a flood of memories from your high school years flashing through your minds, memories of the many good times and the challenging ones that life inevitably puts in front of you. So you should all feel tremendous pride for your hard work, dedication, and the perseverance that put that diploma in your hands. What you've learned in the classroom and about yourselves has set you up to be successful in whatever path you choose to follow after today. But it wasn't an individual effort. This room and the community beyond are filled with people, parents, teachers, coaches, employers, mentors who helped you get here. And that's something MPP Clark has asked me to pass on to you to carry with you as you enter the next chapter in your life. Remember those people who were there in your time of need or who inspired you to take a risk and to become the person that you are today. Honor what they did for you by committing to do the same for someone else. Giving back by using our time and talents to help an organization, a friend, or a neighbor is the foundation on which the great community that raised you was built. It's up to each of you to ensure that that foundation remains for the generation that follows. Again, congratulations to the Knights of 2019, and please accept MPP Clark's sincere best wishes for success in whatever comes next. Thank you very much.
Councillor Doreen O'Sullivan will now bring greetings from the municipality of North Grenville.
Graduates, oh, the places you'll go. I saw some of the dreams that you have. Some will be taking lap years, gap years, apprenticeships, colleges, universities, all the way to Norway and many places in between. On behalf of Mayor Nancy Peckford and the Council of North Grenville, I bring greetings and congratulations to you all, your very proud families and teachers. Today is a day to celebrate your accomplishments. Now enjoy the next part of your journey that you're just about to begin. Seize every opportunity to learn, to travel, and to experience new opportunities and adventures. Even perhaps change careers along the way. Who knows, some of you may become municipal councillors or the mayor someday. On behalf of the council, we wish you much success and congratulations.
I would now call on Mayor Doug Struthers to bring greetings from Merrickville Wolford.
Thank you very much. Good morning, staff, dignitaries, family and friends, graduates. Good morning. It's nice to see you. Do you know that 100 years ago, 1919, that was the year of the Great World Flu epidemic. More people died from the flu than during the First World War. Indeed, some clergy suggested to not gather in places of worship. The flu was so contagious. And yet, in the fall of 1919, there was a gathering for a wee bit of competition and to learn new skills. They gathered not far from here. It was the first Grenville plowing match held at the Van Kempville School of Agriculture. I am sure the greeting after such a difficult year might well have been, "It's nice to see you." And for the past 4 years, you have gathered here at North Grenville District High School. Competition from time to time, go Knights go. More importantly, to learn new skills. 4 years ago, you may well have said, "I'm going to graduate." To borrow from Sean Quaison's epic poem, "We Are More," you didn't just say it, you made it be. You are indeed graduating. As a community of interest, you have been our interest these past 4 years at North Grenville District High School. And as you leave these hallowed halls as graduates, we look to each of you and every one of you to make it be, to continue being part of our community, to be community builders. Don't just say it, make it be. A little more levity. You have the brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own. You know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. Graduates of the class of 2019, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Before we introduce the graduates, I'd like to call on my colleague, Madame Catherine Perrin, to come up and explain some of the certificates and awards that these graduates will be receiving as they come across the stage this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to explain to you some of the certificates and awards we're about to hand out. So let's start with the most important, the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. Students earning their OSSD at NG can have a wide range of courses they take in high school, but basically they all boil down to 18 compulsory credits, 12 optional credits, 40 hours of community involvement, and meeting the provincial literacy requirement. Some students at our school will receive a red seal on their diploma, indicating that they have a specialist high skills major, or SHISM, as we call it for short. This special focus began in grade 11 and involved extra training for students in their field, working with community groups, and earning a seal on their diploma that will follow them whenever their transcripts are needed. Our school offers 3 SHISM fields, including health and wellness, transportation, and communications technology. Periodically, you will also hear students earned a French certificate. The immersion certificate is for students who have completed 10 courses in the French immersion program. The French proficiency certificate is for students who have completed 7 or more French courses. We also have an arts certificate for students who have completed 6 or more courses in the arts. We also have the Ontario Scholar. Ontario Scholars are students who received 80% in their top 6 grade 12 courses. And the Silver Pin. The Silver Pin is a special award and recognition from North Grenville District High School for students with 8 consecutive semesters with an average of 75% or higher. And with that, we are now closer to the moment everyone's been waiting for.
So we will start in alphabetical order, and our first graduate to walk across the stage, Alina Abbott. Alina will be receiving a red seal, specialist high skills major in health and wellness, a French immersion certificate. She is an Ontario Scholar and will be receiving the Omnilateral Award for Deserving Students presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Mackenzie Atchison. Zach Addis. Zach will be receiving Specialist High Skills Major, Information and Communications Technology Red Seal, and the Silver Pin. Zach will also be receiving the Eric Gutnicht Memorial Award for a student showing strength and perseverance to advance the post-secondary studies presented by Mr. Bill Gutnicht. And finally, Zach will also be receiving the Rush Truck Center Co-op Award for Semester 2 for Excellence presented by David Webster. Robert Anderson. Evan Antonakis. Evan will also receive a Specialist High Skills Major, Red Seal in Transportation. Brennan Arnold. Tori Barnett. Owen Barr. Owen is an Ontario Scholar and will also be receiving the silver pin today. Owen will also receive the Grenville Dundas Veterinary Clinic Award for Good Citizenship and Academic Achievement, presented by Ms. Lori Taylor. And finally, Owen will receive the Zoe Childs Trophy for good academic standing and important contribution to athletics in the school community at large, presented by Mr. Michael Hoy. Erica Bates. Erica will also receive the Omnilateral Award for Deserving Students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Kendra Beanish. Kendra is also an Ontario Scholar and will be receiving an arts certificate. She will also receive the Omnilateral Award for Deserving Students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Matthias Beachy. Matthias will also receive a French immersion certificate. Taylor Beggs. Taylor will also receive a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. Kathleen Bell. Kathleen will also receive an art certificate. Madison Bent. Madison will also receive an art certificate. Alyssa Bonner. Alyssa will receive a High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, an art certificate, and she is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, hold on. Furthermore, she will be receiving the Michael Barta Scholarship for a student who has contributed to the school's caring climate and culture by demonstrating friendship, individual initiative, and character, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. And also the United Way of Leeds and Grenville Award, presented by Christine Radford. Alicia Bourne. Alicia will be receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. In addition to the Board of Governors St. Lawrence College Tuition Scholarship for Excellence presented by Ms. Sherry Mitchell. She will also receive the Eric Gutnick Memorial Award for a student showing strength and perseverance to advance to post-secondary studies, presented by Mr. Billy Gutnick. Alicia will also receive the Ted Shue Bursary for a student continuing her education in behavioral science and technology, presented by Sandra McNamara. Samuel Bowlby. Sam will be receiving his silver pin today and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, Sam will be receiving the MTJB Award for a student continuing in ECE, presented by Ms. Lori Taylor. Sarah Boyd. Sarah will also receive her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness.
Murray Brewer. Talon Burnett. Talon will also receive a silver pin. He is also an Ontario Scholar. As well, he will also receive the Dr. Carla Eamon Science Award for High Achievement in Science and Pursuing a Career in Science, presented by Dr. Carla Eamon. The French Award for Highest Standing Grade 12 Core French, presented by Ms. Jennifer Murdoch. Turn around, get back there. And also the Kempfel Building Center Biology Award for Excellence, presented by Brentley Summers. Laura Bird. Laura is also Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. She is an Ontario Scholar and will also receive the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation Bursary for Excellence, presented by Mr. Derek Bird. Alexis Calvert. Alexis also receives a silver pin, the art certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive the Omnilateral Award for Deserving Students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Daisy Lee Carr. Daisy will also receive the Village of Merrickville-Wolford Township Citizenship Award for Good Citizenship, presented by Mayor Doug Struthers. Jenny Cathcart. Jenny has received her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, the Silver Pen, the French Immersion Certificate, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive the Wiegand Farm Supplies Limited for a deserving student continuing in post-secondary, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Dawson Charlebois. No. I had to say that. Angela Chrysler. Angela will also receive the Silver Pin, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. Angela is also receiving the Larry Leeson Memorial Award, awarded to a student with an outstanding attitude, work ethic, and a desire to learn in science subjects, presented by Kathy Leeson and Riley Leeson Roach. Alicia Clark. Madison Klost, who's not here, but she would also receive her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal Health and Wellness. Cole Wilson. Benjamin Colburn. Ben is an Ontario Scholar. He will also be receiving the WGP Professional Corporation of Chartered Accountants Award for a student continuing in business studies, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Alexandra Connolly. Alex will also be receiving the E.J. Warren Award for Highest Standing in 4U English, presented by Mr. Craig Beckett. Connor Davidson. Josh Dawson. Josh is receiving a silver pin, and he is an Ontario Scholar. He's the recipient of the Lauren Durant Memorial Scholarship for continuing volunteerism, interest in sports, specifically hockey or football, and a commitment to achieving personal success, presented by Ms. Jennifer Durant. And the Grenville District Hospital Auxiliary Bursary for a student pursuing a career in healthcare, presented by Brenda Stacy. Oh, sorry, also Jen Durant. Good job. What's that? Connor Dixon. Connor is receiving a French immersion certificate as well as an Ontario Scholar. He will also receive an Omnilateral Award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. William Dorian. Will is also an Ontario Scholar. And will be receiving Skills Trade Bursary for a student continuing in a trade, presented by Mr. David Coombs. Matthew Dowse.
Dakota Drew. Emma Dolmage. Emma will be receiving a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, she will be receiving the Advanced Functions Award for Highest Standing, presented by Ms. Jennifer Ryan. She will be receiving the Badi Yazdani Memorial Award for a female student with outstanding contribution in volunteerism, presented by Anna Kirschko. She will be receiving the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence, presented by Madame Catherine Perrin. She is our Schulich Leader nominee, who is a student demonstrating excellence in the pursuit of STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, presented by Ms. Sherry Mitchell. And finally, she will be receiving the Yearbook Award for Outstanding Contribution to the Yearbook, presented by Mr. Mark Bergeron. Timothy Dunning. And Tim will also be receiving an art certificate. Max Eves. Max will be receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, in addition to a French Proficiency Certificate. Ray Lee File. Ray will be receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness and an Art Certificate, in addition to the Teacher's Choice Group Award for Excellence in Co-op, presented by Mr. Bill Bishop. Emma Ford. Emma will be receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, a silver pin, a French Immersion Certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, she will be receiving the North Grenville Police Services Board Award for a student demonstrating leadership skills in both school and community, presented by Mary Boucher. Oh, excuse me, Miss Catherine Perrin. And she will also receive the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence, presented by Madame Catherine Perrin. Justin Frappier. Justin will also receive the Paul Jansen Co-op Award for Semester 1 for Excellence, presented by Mr. Bill Bishop. Skylar French. Callum Gauthier. Callum will receive a silver pin and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, Callum will receive the Edith Stevenson Memorial Award for Excellence in a Senior English course presented by Allison Johnston and Max Johnson, who is taking Allison's place. He is the recipient of the Michael Barta Scholarship for a student who has contributed to the school's caring climate and culture by demonstrating friendship, individual initiative, and character, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. And finally, an award for a student continuing in the arts for a student who is continuing in a related field to fine art, presented by Ms. Connie Coleman. Dave Gifford. Dave is also the recipient of the Omnilateral Award for Deserving Students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Natasha Gill. Natasha will be receiving a silver pin, a French Immersion Certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. Matthew Gransden. Matthew will also be receiving a French Immersion Certificate. Abigail Grinstead. Rebecca Lynn Grinstead. Rebecca will receive a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, in addition to an Omnilateral Award for Deserving Students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Rihanna Grove. Rihanna will receive a silver pin, a French Immersion Certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, she will receive the Retired Women Teachers of Upper Canada East Award for a student continuing in the field of education, presented by Ms. Pat Stewart. Yvonne Guan. Yvonne is a silver pin recipient and is also an Ontario Scholar. Finally, she will receive the Upper Canada District School Board International Student Award. Hold on a sec. For an international student with academic excellence and school involvement, presented by Superintendent David Coombs.
Emily Gersby. Emily will also be receiving an Omnilateral Award, also presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Emily Hale. She is also a Silver Pin recipient as well as an Ontario Scholar, and will also receive an Omnilateral Award for deserving students presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Eric Hall. Eric will also receive a Silver Pin, an art certificate, and he is also an Ontario Scholar. He is also the recipient of the Patricia Tite Young Artist Award for Excellence in Visual Arts, presented by Ms. Connie Coleman. And finally, the winner of the Silver Ribbon Campaign, Pursuing Studies in an Area that Supports Mental Health and Mental Health Awareness, presented by Ms. Laurie Taylor. Willem Harlick. He is also a Silver Pin recipient and Specialist High Skills Major, Red Seal Health and Wellness. He will also be receiving the Excellence in the Health and Wellness Schism for embodying and promoting the skills, values, and spirit of the Health and Wellness Specialist High Skills Major program, presented by Ms. Jennifer Durant. Jens Haag. Caitlin Hales. Caitlin will also receive an art certificate and the Omnilateral Award presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Erica Hay. Erica is also Specialist High Skills Major, Red Seal in Health and Wellness. Bram Hazelton. Good job. He will receive a Silver Pin, an art certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. He will also receive the Badi Yazdani Memorial Award for a male student with outstanding contribution in volunteerism, presented by Ms. Anna Kirsko. Good job. Brandon Healy. Brandon is also receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation. Nathan Healy. Bailey Hiscock. Bailey is an Ontario Scholar. And she will also receive an Omnilateral Award by Mr. Derek Cole. Peter Hang. Kelsey Huff. Ethan Hurley. Ethan will receive a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation, as well as the Malcolm Gray Award to a hardworking and deserving student who is pursuing a career in the trades, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Justin Jeffrey. Justin's receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation. He will also receive the Ken Seymour Memorial Award for an outstanding student in auto mechanics, presented by Mr. Max Johnson. Kyle Johnson. Jack Johnson. He's receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. He will also receive the Harvex Agrimart Award for a student continuing in agriculture, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Madison Johnson. Madison's also receiving an art certificate.
Logan Kirby. Kyle Kirkby. Kyle will receive a silver pin and also the North Grenville School Student Council Strive for Success Award for Excellence, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Aspen Knox Keeping. Aspen will also receive the Paul Jansen Co-op Award for Semester 2 for Excellence, presented by Mr. Bill Bishop. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in our program, we're going to take a short intermission. What's going to happen, or what we'd like to have happen, is the guests that are joining us and watching in the cafetorium, if you could stand up and follow Monsieur Alain Lessert around the main floor of our school through the corridors, and you'll be welcome to come into the gym. At the same time, people who are here with us in the gym, you can stand up, stretch your legs, and make your way to the cafetorium to follow the remainder of our session, which will start in about 5 minutes. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for making that as orderly as possible and for your patience. Hopefully everybody got to stretch their legs a little bit. We'll continue through the proceedings with the graduates and then move on to the final part of our program. Hopefully everybody's comfortable, and we'll resume our graduates with Chad Lackey. Gavin LaMarche. Kayla Lamoth. And she's not with us. She will receive a silver pin. Julie Latourelle. Julie will also receive a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. She will receive the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence presented by Madame Catherine Perrin. And the Upper Canada District School Board Character Always Award for a student who persistently demonstrates and promotes a strong sense of care and respect for all, presented by Ms. Lisa Swan. Tylee Lagarde. Patrick Lehman. Patrick will also receive the Kemptville Lions Club Award for contribution to North Grenville District High School music program, presented by Mr. John Cowden. David Lee. Taylor Lindsay. Madison Loney. Marcus Luberto. Marcus will be receiving a silver pin and is an Ontario Scholar. Marcus will also receive the Brandeis Shield for Excellence in Calculus and Vectors presented by Ms. Jennifer Ryan. He will receive the Diamond Anniversary Award for a student with academic achievement and good values, presented by Debbie Wilson. He will receive the Kemptville Building Center Physics Award for Outstanding Achievement, presented by Brentley Summers. He will receive the Merrickville Lions Club Award for Highest Standing in Chemistry, presented by Mr. Ron Francis. He will receive the Royal Canadian Legion Branch 212 Award for Excellence, presented by Vivian Howe. And finally, Marcus will receive the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence, presented by Madame Catherine Parent. Emily Luck. Emily will also receive a French proficiency certificate. Charlotte Lundy. Charlotte will receive a French proficiency certificate and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, she will receive the Malcolm Gray Award, which is presented to a hardworking and deserving student who is pursuing a career in the trades, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Brianna Luther. Brianna will also receive the Kempville Youth Center Award, sponsored by Jim Wong Memorial Fund for contribution to the Youth Center program, presented by Ms. Barb Tobin. She will also receive the Silver Ribbon Campaign Award, which is presented to students pursuing studies in an area that support mental health awareness, presented by Ms. Lori Taylor. Finn Lischuk. Finn will receive a silver pin, an art certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. Emma McGregor Mitchell. Emma will receive her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, the Silver Pin, the French Immersion Certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. She will be presented with the French Award for Highest Standing in Grade 12 French Immersion, which will be presented by Ms. Jennifer Murdoch. She will receive the North Grenville Historical Society Award for Excellence in History, presented by Nancy Johnson. And finally, she will receive the Samuel and Sonia Schneiderman Human Rights Award for a student who advocates for human rights, presented by Mr. Derek Cole.
Faye Mackay. Faye will receive a silver pen, a French Immersion Certificate, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. She's also receiving the Merrickville Masonic Lodge number 55 for Good Citizenship Award, presented by Brian Parnell. Ryan Mann. Laura Mascal. Laura is receiving a silver pin, an art certificate, and she is an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive an Omnilateral Award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Kaya McCaffrey. Kaya is receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation. She will also receive the Excellence in the Transportation SHISM for embodying and promoting the skills, values, and spirits of the Transportation SHISM, presented by Mr. Bill Bishop. Melissa McDonald. Melissa is also receiving a French Immersion Certificate. Josh McKenney. Josh will also receive the Malcolm Gray Award to a hardworking and deserving student who is pursuing a career in the trades, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Grace McKibben. Grace will receive a silver pin, a French proficiency certificate, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive an Omnilateral Award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Zan McMullen. Zan will receive a silver pin as well as a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation. Brianna Mellon. Bree will also receive a silver pin. Reagan Mellon. Reagan will also receive a silver pin, an art certificate, a French proficiency certificate, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. Lance Merkley. Aiden Milne. Giuseppe Minella. Jordan Moffett. Madison Moore. She will receive her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, her silver pin. She is also an Ontario Scholar. She will receive the Municipality of North Grenville Award for Citizenship, presented by Councillor Doreen O'Sullivan. The Rotary Club Award, presented by Ms. Joanne Bell. And the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence, presented by Ms. Kathy Parent. Hunter Mulligan. Hunter will receive a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. She's the recipient of the Merrickville Wilfrid Legion Award for a student committed to working with children in the community, presented by Lee Horning. As well as the College Math Award for highest standing in college mathematics, presented by Ms. Melissa Cole. Maxwell Mulrooney Cote. He will also receive an art certificate. Megan Monroe. Megan is also receiving a Specialist High Skills major, Red Seal in Information and Communications Technology, a French proficiency certificate, as well as an art certificate.
Liam Murdoch. Liam will also be receiving an Omnilateral Award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Jack Murrin. Jack will also receive an Omnilateral Award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Ruby O'Shea. Ruby will receive an art certificate and is an Ontario Scholar. She will receive the Barb and Doug Fraser Memorial Award for commitment to Big Bang, presented by Ms. Heather Lance. She will receive the Municipality of North Grenville Award for Citizenship, presented by Councillor Doreen O'Sullivan. And finally, she will receive the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence, presented by Madame Catherine Perron. Brennan Parks. Joseph Philippe. Anna Pichet. Anna is receiving a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive the Larry Leeson Memorial Award, which is presented to a student with outstanding attitude, work ethic, and desire to learn in the area of science, presented by Kathy Leeson and Mr. Riley Leeson Roche. Benny Price. Rihanna Proctor. She will receive a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness and a French Immersion Certificate. Quina Cao. She is a Silver Pin recipient and an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive the Omnilateral Award for a Deserving Student, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Oliver Quigley. Oliver will receive the Silver Pin, a French Immersion Certificate, an Art Certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. In addition, he will receive the Diane Cameron Memorial Award for a student who demonstrates a love of music, presented by Ms. Meredith Island. Brianna Racine. Brianna will receive a Silver Pin today. In addition, she will receive the CIBC Award for continuing in the business studies, presented by Stephanie Trudeau-Scarrett. She will also receive the Merrickville Lions Club Award for the highest standing in 4C English, presented by Ms. Rebecca Henderson. And finally, she will receive the College Math Award for highest standing in college mathematics, presented by Ms. Jennifer Ryan. Amanda Reed. Amanda will receive a Silver Pin and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, she will receive a Communications Technology Award for Excellence in Communication Technology Studies, presented by Mr. Mark Bergeron. She will receive the Hulse Playfair McGarry Kempfel Chapel Award for a hardworking English student, presented by Ms. Kathy Lindsay. She will receive the Larry Leeson Memorial Award, presented to a student with outstanding attitude, work ethic, and desire to learn in the area of science, presented by Ms. Kathy Leeson and Mr. Riley Leeson-Roche. And finally, she will receive the Data Management Award for highest standing, which is presented by Ms. Sandra Beaubien. Evan Reiber. Abby Rintoul. Julianne Robbs. Riley Robertson. Riley will also receive the Upper Canada District School Board Student Success Award for Excellence at the Workplace Level, presented by Superintendent David Coombs. Maddie Robinson. Maddie will also receive the Upper Canada District School Board Student Success Award for excellence at the workplace level, presented once again by Superintendent David Coombs.
Skylar Robinson. Susie Roy. Susie Roy. Susie will also receive the North Grenville District High School Staff Award for Excellence, presented by Ms. Jennifer Murdoch. Kieran Rudd. Alexander Rush. He will also receive a silver pin, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. He is also receiving the Ken Seymour Memorial Award for an outstanding student in auto mechanics, presented by Mr. Max Johnson. Brady Rutherford. Brady will also receive the Napa Auto Parts Award for Excellence in Auto Mechanics, presented by Mr. Bill Bishop. Nathan Sari. He will also receive a French proficiency certificate. Caroline Sadler. Aaliyah Scott. She will also receive a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, and she is an Ontario Scholar. And she will also receive the Senior Social Sciences Award for Excellence, presented by Mr. Mark Bergeron. Joshua Somerton. Michael Stainforth. Reagan Stevenson. She's also receiving a Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. Colby Stevens. Ryan Strait. He will receive his Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation. Spencer Stroud. He will also receive a French immersion certificate. Carson Summers. He will also receive a French immersion certificate, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. Kinley Thompson Kupras. She will receive her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness. She is also the recipient of the Martha Martinez Pelez Award for a female student who has reached out to her fellow students to make such students better people and who is continuing in post-secondary education, presented by Mr. Jim Dolan. Emma Thompson. She will be receiving a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, an arts certificate, as well as being an Ontario Scholar. And she will also receive the Johnson's Independent Grocer Award for Good Citizenship, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Ireland Thurler. She will receive her Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, her French Proficiency Certificate, and she is also an Ontario Scholar. She will also be receiving the Physical and Health Education Award for Excellence, presented by Mr. Sean Kelly. Elgin Toole. Elgin will be receiving a silver pin, as well as an omnilateral award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Signe Tovin. She is also receiving a silver pin, as well as being an Ontario Scholar.
Tahir Tausif. He is a silver pin recipient and an Ontario Scholar. He will also receive the Dr. Carla Eamon Science Award for High Achievement in Science, and who is pursuing a career in the science fields, presented by Dr. Carla Eamon. Bamboo Wang. She will also receive an omnilateral award for deserving students, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Bridget Time. Bridget will receive the Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Health and Wellness, a silver pin, a French immersion certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. She will also receive the Upper Canada District School Board Character Always Award for a student who persistently demonstrates and promotes a strong sense of care and respect for all, presented by Ms. Lisa Swan. Ethan Vanden Bosch. Ethan is a Silver Pin recipient, will also receive an arts certificate, and is an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, Ethan will receive a Dramatic Arts Award for outstanding contributions to dramatic arts at NG, presented by Ms. Meredith Island. Jonah van der Schaaf. Jonah is also an Ontario Scholar. Furthermore, he will receive the James Dolan Bursary, presented to a hardworking male student pursuing post-secondary education, presented by Mr. Jim Dolan. And finally, he will receive the Physical and Health Education Award for Excellence, presented by Mr. Michael Hoy. Sarah Walsh. Sarah will receive a French proficiency certificate and also the Compass Food Services Award for a student continuing in the food services industry, presented by Ms. Lori Taylor. She will also receive the SAC Student Leadership Award for Excellence, presented by Madame Catherine Perron. Hunter Walt. Hunter will also receive a French immersion certificate. Elena Wang. Elena is an Ontario Scholar as well. Gavin Watson. Gavin is receiving an arts certificate and is an Ontario Scholar. He will receive the Kempville Players Incorporated Award for continuing post-secondary studies in the performing arts, presented by Ms. Shannon Lever. He will also receive the Theatre Night in Merrickville Award for a student who contributed significantly to the drama program, presented by Ms. Meredith Island. Sean White. Sean will also receive the Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Transportation. William White. Will also receive the Specialist High Skills Major Red Seal in Information and Communication Technology, a Silver Pin, and he is an Ontario Scholar. He will receive the Technical Award in Woodshop for Excellence presented by Mr. Norman Descout. He will receive the Malcolm Gray Award for a hardworking and deserving student who is pursuing a career in the trades presented by Mr. Derek Cole. And finally, he will receive the Willis Hamilton Award for a hardworking student who shows excellence in college science, presented by Mr. Ron Francis. Spencer Wyman. Spencer will receive an Omnilateral Award for a deserving student, presented by Mr. Derek Cole. Jesse Wright. Nick Zhu. Nick is a silver pin recipient and the recipient of an Omnilateral Award for deserving students presented by Mr. Derek Cole. And that is the final diploma for the class of 2019.
It's my privilege this year to present the Excellence in Education Award. This award is presented to a member of the community who's contributed to the overall success of the school. This year's winner, Mr. Fred Hazelton, has donated his time coaching boys volleyball for the past 4 years. When his son Bram was in grade 9, he asked Coach Jen Durant if he could help her with the team, and after Jen saw him for about a practice, she fired herself. Since then, he has worked on improving the skills of the boys as well on and off the court. He gained the respect of all the opposing coaches with how his boys played. More importantly, his teams learned the proper way of playing and representing North Grenville. On behalf of all the staff here at North Grenville, I'd like to thank Fred for all his time and effort over these past 4 years. Mr. Hazelton, come on up. I'd like to call on Mr. Cole to present the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario Volunteer Award.
The Lieutenant Governor of Ontario Volunteer Award recognizes high school students who go above and beyond the required number of volunteer hours, which is 40, needed to graduate. Emma Dalmage, I'm told by her English teacher, is a fabulous writer, one of the best in her cohort. And I wish I would have reached out to her at this point in time. That's humor. Thanks for staying with us. I want to just tell you a little bit about Emma from what I know. She's an incredible volunteer that makes everything that we do here at school better, often working tirelessly behind the scenes. She is someone I would describe as a quiet leader. However, she is a leader, no doubt. She has contributed a Herculean amount of volunteer hours at a variety of different activities in several Eastern Ontario communities, including Librarian's Assistant, Spencerville Public Library, Grade 5 Teacher's Helper, KPS, Assistant Coach, Reading Buddies at the North Grenville Public Library, French Reading Buddies in the community, Ottawa Valley Pentecostal Camp, and more recently, Comic-Con. At this point in time, I'd like to invite Emma up to stage to receive this award.
I'd like to call on Ms. Kathy Perron to introduce the top academic award winners.
I have the pleasure of introducing the 2019 Top Academic Awards for this year's graduating class. The Dr. O.F. Beamish Award is given to a graduating student who has shown outstanding achievement in classes from the workplace strand. I would like to ask Vice Principal Lori Taylor to present this award to our worthy recipient, Daisy Lee Carr. The student who showed outstanding achievement at the college strand is awarded the North Grenville Top College Award. This year's deserving recipient will be presented their award by Lori Taylor. Please join me in congratulating William White. Willow. Lord Dufferin, Canada's third Governor-General after Confederation, created the Governor-General's Academic Medals in 1873 to recognize the outstanding scholastic achievements of students across Canada. The Governor-General's Bronze Medal is the most prestigious medal that is awarded in Canadian high schools. This medal is presented to the graduating student who has achieved the highest average based on every grade 11 and 12 course they took, regardless of strand. There was only a 0.4% difference in the top two students. Throughout grades 11 and 12, our recipient maintained an overall average of 93.8. Smart. I would like to ask our principal, Mr. Cole, to present the 2019 Governor-General's Bronze Medal. It is my honor to announce that this year's winner is none other than Callum Gauthier.
Mr. Cole will now announce the Principal's Award for Student Leadership.
Okay. Finn Lischuk is an academic student. He's an actor, recently played Gaston, which I'm going to say is the penultimate performance, because he has one still to come, in Beauty and the Beast. He's an athlete. He's a musician and a vocalist. He used his leadership to get entire buses singing whenever returning from school athletic events, and his coaches have said how inspiring that has been. He is a North Grenville District High School ambassador, and he's a friend to all. He will be attending Royal Military College of Canada in the fall and also attending basic training this summer. Finn has faced many hurdles during his high school career. It's a track joke because he's an amazing athlete and hurdler. I know. Everybody is still with me. Finn also connects with every single student here at NG. He's kind, he has a big heart, and I want to welcome Finn up here and congratulate him.
Don't go too far. Next on our agenda here is the valedictorian address. which is going to be presented by Mr. Finn Lischuk.
Mr. Bergeron, where are you? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation of the class of 2019. Give yourselves a round of applause. So, before I begin, the class of 2019 and I have some thanks for some of the people that are sitting here with us this morning, because goodness knows that none of us made it here on our own. So on behalf of the graduating class, a big thank you to all of the teachers for their patience and help in forming us into the graduates that we are today. Thank you to your guidance counselors, who no doubt through our years here at North Grenville have dealt with hundreds of student problems and have provided countless services that can only be summed up as guidance, which is a fitting title. A huge thank you to the custodial staff for keeping our school spotless. Some of these graduates' rooms are atrocious, including myself. And I can only imagine the hard work that goes into keeping an entire school full of young adults clean and working order. And a final thank you to all the parents, guardians, and loved ones that sit here with us today. I know I'd like to thank my grandparents who've come respectively from 2 hours away and across the country to be here. And a thank you to my mom and dad for the rides to practice, their unconditional support, and for those long nights spent over Miss Ryan's math homework. Parents, guardians, and loved ones, your love and support has carried us far. However, class of 2019, today marks your final steps into the world on your own. It is a huge honor to be standing up here and have the privilege of speaking today, a day that has crossed our minds at some point during our time here at North Grenville. And despite what many of us have thought at 11:58 p.m., right before that final culminating being due, we made it. I gotta love that cliche. It's great. Graduates, I think we can all agree how wonderful it was to have been a night. I've been proud to go to school with each and every one of you. North Grenville has produced some of the finest people I've ever known, exceptional athletes who compete in various sports, sometimes at the highest level in Ontario, some of the best and most fun actors and actresses to ever walk our stage, and some of the brightest and smartest people I have ever met. Best of all, we have gotten to make so many memories together, not only over 4 years at North Grenville, but a whole 6. I remember my first day as a 7th grader. I was petrified, and I'd never admitted it. I remember one of the seniors that year saw me in a long high school hallway just over there, headed in the total opposite direction that I was supposed to be heading. And being the nice guy he was, he threw out a quick suggestion. I think your classes are that way. And he gestured towards the stairs that led to the intermediate classrooms. And being the big man that I was, I said, "Oh yeah, I got it, it's fine." And I continued in the same direction. So we have a lot of people to thank and realize that we didn't make it here on our own. After 2 long wonder years spent in the intermediate classrooms, we entered the 9th grade. We experienced our first NOGA, spent time with our link leaders, and spent our days keeping up with the new workloads, exams, and figuring out what high school was all about. At this point in time, being the dramatic young teens we were, we could even have run our own tabloid newspapers with all of the tea going around. The 10th grade was when we were introduced to the dreaded factoring and the use of the quadratic formula. Miss Ryan, those were favorites. We read what is deemed a classic, Lord of the Flies, and kept our mouths shut when we were all thinking about how boring that book was. I'm sorry, Mr. Beckett, it is not that good. Grade 10 was the first year that our class dominated the Battle of the Grades competition, and 2 years later, we still hold that title for the 3 years that it's ever existed. Class of 2019, we are awesome. Our spirit showed at OSLC that year as well, where we made some of the best memories, where we met motivational speakers, screamed and cheered until our throats were raw, and had good laughs together, like when we mistook teachers for students. Oliver Quigley, I'm looking at you. When grade 11 rolled around, a lot of us began to find out what we wanted to do in life. If you're not there yet, don't worry. I quote, "Everybody's free to wear sunscreen" by Baz Luhrmann. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. The most interesting people I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives. And some of the most interesting 40-year-olds I know still don't. And then we entered our final year, grade 12. We have made it through everything high school has to throw at us until this point. And we had only 2 semesters to make it all count. We won the Battle of the Grades for the 3rd time in a row. and put on the best musical we've ever had. In their final year as high school athletes, we had teams that went all the way to OFSA. I saw students step up and take leadership roles in Link Crew, on sports teams, on the stage, in Nerd Club, and even in the halls of our school. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Jack Yunk Johnson's amazing intuition for having a good time. We also found out about the staff's apparent lactose intolerance come the day of our senior prank. And I think that I'm standing here speaking to some of the most well-rounded, bright, fun, and motivated people. So I think it is safe to say that we have achieved the goal of making a memorable last year. Before we knew it, we were ordering our last yearbooks, ordering our caps and gowns that we sit in today, and ended up wondering where all that time went. We are about to enter something totally new and scary. Our next 4 years will be filled with change. That change will turn into something good. I realize that some of you may be thinking, who is this guy to give us advice on the future? Trust me, I too would be concerned about getting advice from the same guy who once upon a time gave his banking information to scammers because he got a text saying, "You've been sent $100, click here to deposit." And by once upon a time, I mean 2 weeks ago. So don't take my word for it. Take the word of some of the other graduates sitting here this evening. And I quote, "Graduation is stressful and quite different compared to any changes we've experienced before. And it's extremely difficult for everyone going far away, leaving family, moving into something that can be scary. It will be scary, but also something we will never forget. Something that will spark adventure and new memories. Something that you need to approach openly and be ready to completely immerse yourself in." Some of our newer friends on exchange this year also had some thoughts on change. And I quote, "Change is good. Sure, it's scary. I was terrified to come to Canada. But my cousin's girlfriend told me that it's just not as fun if it isn't a little bit scary." So thank you to that particular student's cousin's girlfriend from across the ocean for that piece of wisdom. So that being said, that nervousness that you feel today accompanies the joy of graduation and should be something you're ready for, and it will turn into a positive. My dear mom used to ask me before my hurdles races, "Are you nervous?" And I would say I was. Mom would say, and she's updated me that she didn't come up with this, which of course astounded me as I am so used to my mother's infinite wisdom. "Hey, guess what? When you're nervous or you're excited, your body is doing the same thing with the sweaty palms, the butterflies, etc. So instead of saying, 'I'm nervous,' say, 'I'm so excited,' and then go for it." On the Monday nights that I should have been doing homework this year, I was perusing YouTube and came across a group of young men called Yes Theory, who devote their lives to living their motto, "Seek discomfort." If something made them nervous or scared, they went and did it. Whether it be skydiving, abandoning themselves in a city with no money, or making friends with strangers they meet along the way. My point in telling you this, graduates, is that if I have one piece of advice for you in the future, it would be this: seek discomfort. I am not saying that you need to go and throw yourself out of an airplane like a madman. But what I am saying is that when you find yourself in late August or early September with butterflies in your stomach and no idea what is about to come next in your life, choose to be excited and choose to seek that discomfort. When you get to your university or college or workplace, volunteer for things that you wouldn't normally. Try out for that sports team. Join that club. You will be better for it. You never know that the kinds of friends you will meet doing this and the kinds of experiences you can have by choosing to get out of your comfort zone and try something that scares you. Have no regrets, because what's done is done, and you will have to make the best of it. Of course, you are already on your way to doing this. Today marks your first steps to adulthood, even if they are shaky steps, really shaky steps. And you will fail. No, I'm not talking about the kind of fail that gets recorded on a shaky flip phone camera and uploaded to YouTube for millions of views, though I'm sure someone here will achieve that in their long life. I'm talking about real failure. Somewhere along the line, you will experience a failure that you think will be the end of you, and at that moment, you need to remember that it's okay to fail, but that it's how you respond to that failure that will define your character. Never give up in life, because whatever you're going through will make you into a better person. That is a guarantee. And as my dear old dad always tells me, nothing is a big deal until it's a big deal. On our last day of high school together, I filmed many of you telling me where you'll be in 10 years. Among some fun answers that are mostly not appropriate for this setting, you know who you are. I was impressed at the many goals this class has for their futures. And as I filmed you throughout the day, I was pleasantly surprised that many of you knew what to say. Graduates, keep that attitude moving forward and strive to get after it, even when moving forward is the last thing that you want to do. I would like to share the last two lines of my favorite poem, Invictus, by William Ernest Henley. Insert the groans of the graduates here. These few words I hope will stay with you when you are faced with difficulties, hard decisions, and the general trials and tribulations of the years to come. And I quote, "I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Remember that your life is in your hands now, and I have every confidence that you will all become successful. Class of 2019, I am not worried about our success, because we have already all become successful young men and women. You are people I admire. If you have spent the last few minutes of my speech wondering when is he going to stop talking, I urge you now to wake from your speech-induced coma and listen to what I wish to impart upon you, should you forget all else. Seek discomfort in your life, work hard, and be the captain of your soul. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Finn. You're a hard act to follow. That's a little bit of Mr. Cole humor there for you. It's my extreme pleasure to be able to offer some thanks for today's festivities. To our families, special guests, dignitaries, and valued community partners, and North Grenville District High School staff, thank you so very much, and thanks to each and every one of you for your commitment to our students and to their success. Know that our graduating class of 2019 spread their wings, and know that you are a part of seeing them soar, and you have been instrumental now in helping them to fly. So thank you. To the absolutely phenomenal group of teachers, educational assistants, custodians, office staff, to all those phenomenal people who have unselfishly and given so much of their time to bring this ceremony together. Your commitment to our students and to celebrating their achievements is a testimony not only to your absolute professionalism, but to the passion that you bring forth each and every day for our students. Thank you once again for making today's ceremony one to remember, and how about a round of applause for the organizing committee? And now to the North Grenville District High School class of 2019. Two quick housekeeping items. After the completion of today's ceremony, please return your gowns, trophies, and plaques to room 33. Also, please pick up your official diplomas in room 36. If you forget all that, that's okay. We'll be there to help you. And now for a few final thoughts. As you enter into this absolutely new and exciting phase of your life, people will have a lot of words of wisdom to offer you. I'm wondering if it's really important that we take the time to listen to these words of advice and wisdom. Many of those who have come before us have paved the way so that we can have the opportunities that we enjoy today, and have worked hard to ensure that we have a better tomorrow. At the same time, I think it's important that we always remember to be true to ourselves, to listen to our inner voice, and to never give up on your dreams. As author Brené Brown writes, "The truth of who you are lives in your hearts." North Grenville class of 2019, what a privilege we have had to see the truth in your hearts shine bright each and every day here at North Grenville High School. Enjoy every moment the future has to offer. Merci, miigwech, thank you. You have made us proud. Congratulations to the class of 2019. You did it. Please stand now for the recessional.